Hey everybody, and welcome to another update from Six Flags Magic Mountain. Today we're going to be talking about the New Revolution and 2017 project. Also, don't forget before we get started to register for our event coming up on June 5th at parkjourney.com. So today the white train was on the New Revolution, as you can see here going up the lift hill. Both trains are on the track. The red train was not being used today, but they should both be running when the ride does officially open on Thursday. Just a reminder that the season pass previews due in this Sunday, and the ride will be closed Monday through Wednesday. And we will be back at the park on Thursday for the grand opening. So today I wanted to spend some time talking about the 2017 project, and you might wonder why we're starting all the way back here in Cyclone Bay. You guys might remember when the park used to add new rides such as Apocalypse. They just added a new ride and they didn't really do anything to the surrounding area. And then once they started adding things like Green Lantern and Full Throttle and the Bugs Bunny World, and even now with Revolution, they've really started updating the surrounding areas. So whatever's coming in 2017, we're hoping that that also includes some updates to this area of the park, even though the new ride isn't going to be specifically in this area. We're going to just speed up a little bit to walk through this area of the park. Some old timers might remember this as Billiken Corners back in the 70s and 80s. This area is one of the areas of the park that just really needs a lot of help. And we hope that that trend of adding new rides and updating the area of the ride really does continue with whatever is coming in 2017. So as you can see, as we walk through the area here, the buildings are, pretty old, going on, 35, 40 years, if not more than that. They've changed over the years. There's still a lot of little stores and stuff back here, so it'd be nice to kind of see that kind of come back and make this area of the park a little bit more vibrant. And obviously, depending on whatever it is they do add for 2017, it will, impact this area of the park depending on what it is. So as we move closer to the actual project area, we wanted to kind of talk about the two big rumors that are flying around regarding this area of the park. One is obviously the Justice League, which seems to be the prevailing opinion, the prevailing rumor as to what's going to come to this area of the park. And the other big rumor is, Hyper or Giga, which has been rumored for this park for years and years and years. But some of the stuff we're going to be talking about with our speculation here, it's actually not going to really matter what happens to this area of the park. We're pretty sure that no matter what happens, it's going to be themed to DC. Whether it's Justice League or whether it's a coaster or something else, we're pretty sure that it's going to be themed to DC, and that's kind of what we're going to concentrate more on with this update than actual, what is the ride going to actually be. So here is the actual project area. You'll see that the action theater is completely demolished. They are definitely working around this area. There's fences up on the other side. You can also see it was a pretty windy day today, so but everything is cleared. Nothing indicating any kind of building. Once they start building, whether it's just a building or a station building, it's going to be pretty obvious what's going to happen. But again, this whole area could easily be a part of the DC universe that they just expanded on a few years ago, and it'd be nice to see that that actually happens. So as we move over to the other side of the food areas, as we enter the area around Riddler's Revenge and Tidal Wave, again, it's Riddler's is DC themed, but this area of the park really hasn't been updated in quite a while. It'd be nice to see this get the same theming that the area around Green Lantern and Batman got, and then the renaming of the Roundup and stuff. That could happen around here too. So as we saw at Six Flags Over Texas, they renamed their water ride to Aquaman, so that's definitely something that could happen here. There have been some reports of some work going on with Tidal Wave the last few weeks. As we move closer to the ride, you'll see that they are definitely doing some work on it. It's completely drained, and it looks to be more than just a standard, yearly refurb. And this ride definitely is in need of some lengthy refurb. Whatever happens, we hope that Tidal Wave stays, because it would be a shame to lose another water ride at this park that definitely needs water rides in the summer, since we just lost Logjammer a few years ago. But you can see the entire area has, there's no water there. There were some reports of some work going on with the lift hill. Couldn't really see too much of that today, but you can see again they are, it's not running. It doesn't look like it's going to be running anytime soon, and I didn't see any boats around the ride either. So one of the big things that has always been a question is if they were going to extend the DC theme to this area is connecting the two areas. So as we move back towards the exit of Riddler's Revenge, we're going to kind of take a look and see where they could possibly connect the area around Batman and have it go under, Tidal Wave or Aquaman or whatever it, if it gets renamed, and into this area of what would be the expanded DC universe. So as you can see, the exit for Riddler's is pretty well hidden. It's kind of tucked back in here, a lot of trees and stuff. So obviously, in order to connect the two paths, they would have to take out some stuff. But as we look around, you'll see that there actually is quite a lot of land in this area. You remember Freefall was here at one time. It didn't take up all of this, but you can see that if they really wanted to, they could definitely create a path between those two areas in this part of the park, which would be really nice to have to connect these two areas. Of course, they could always take out Green Lantern as well. I don't think too many people would complain. So you see we have this in this exit of Riddler's, we have the tourist supplies, which hasn't been opened in quite a while. As we go around towards the front of it, you'll see there's some gas stations there, or some gas pumps there that don't really make a whole lot of sense and need to be updated anyway. If they did connect this area, I could see them totally removing that entire building and opening up this entire area and putting another DC Universe sign there or something like that to connect these two areas. But the actual ride of Riddler's, it's pretty well themed. It could use, obviously some freshening up, but it's pretty well themed with the buildings and stuff. I think a queue line redesign could definitely be a good thing as well for this ride. They could even, maybe move the entrance line towards where the exit is or something, because it's so hidden, and I think they could definitely do something with this area. But you'll see that there is fencing up around the entire space where the theater was. So again, whatever is going to be there, whether it's going to be Justice League or a coaster or some other type of ride, it's close enough to Riddler's. We're pretty sure it's going to be a DC themed ride. So as we walk towards the other part of DC Universe, the other part of the park that really needs to be updated is this area moving in towards the games. Again, this whole backside of the park from basically Apocalypse to DC Universe hasn't really been touched in a while. So it would be nice to see this area updated with whatever they're doing. We'll go ahead and do a fast walkthrough again of this part to not have this video be too long, even though it's already coming on minutes. But we want to just show the entire area of what we're talking about here. It'd be nice to have, these could be DC themed games. That would be kind of nice to have, especially now that this whole Midway is kind of connected between the DC Universe and Lex Luthor. They could easily extend that theme all the way back here with the games area as well. It would help to extend that all the way out here. So as we move into the actual DC Universe area, we'll take a look around Green Lantern, which actually did have a line today, but it's so low capacity that's not really a surprise. Just to kind of look and see where they could actually connect this side of DC Universe with Riddler's Revenge on the other side. So as we look over towards Batman, you'll see that there's some room back there on the other side of Green Lantern where they could easily extend Gotham Park a little bit and have it go from Batman to Riddler's Revenge. There is also some room on the other side of Green Lantern, but tidal wave is actually in the way of that for that to work. But there could be a pretty big path to go over and do that. So we'll see what happens. Obviously this is all just speculation. All the rumors are pointing to a new ride in that area. What it's going to be, we'll find out in August-ish, late August, early September. As we take a look at Batman going, we'll go ahead and leave it at that. So let us know your thoughts in the comments below, what you think is coming, if you think that the DC universe is going to get expanded, and what ideas you have for expanding that universe into the rest of that area of the park. Thanks for listening, and make sure you subscribe below.